Hello, guys. Good to be back. Episode 12. We're back in action. Hope the sound is good, and it's always good to be here with you guys and start this stream on a Wednesday afternoon, evening, or night, depending on the time zone you're watching us. Tonight, we have a little bit of a small change because real life happens, and Christian had some private business to attend to. So basically, today we're just here with Lud and a special guest. His name is Etienne. Guys, you're on the screen right now, so say hello to everybody.
Hello.
Hey guys.
So today, basically, it's a show about tournaments because it's been a while since anything happened in Flames of War tournament area, and everybody is missing this kind of part of our hobby, being able to go to tournaments and being able to compete against one another. We're very sad, especially me and these two gentlemen here, that we're going to miss ETC this year, isn't it? I know Lud is. How about you, Etienne?
Yeah, it's hard for the whole team. We work a lot this year to achieve, to improve the team, and we're really sad to not go to
Exactly.
ETC this year.
Exactly, it's something very. Hello, Patrick. Saying hello to people joining us in the chat. Etienne, if you want to let your guys know that you are live right now, and you can do that. I mean, I know probably this is the first time you're watching our stream, isn't it?
No, I watch it.
You watched it.
but
All
after,
right.
not on live, but after.
After, okay, that's good enough for me, and I know for the guys also. So basically, what we're going to talk about today, guys, is two things. One is what's going on in Europe at the moment regarding tournaments and regarding this activity that slowly starts to decongestion, and people start to organize tournaments wherever they can and wherever it's possible. Always keeping having a mind for safety and for everybody that's attending the tournaments. Also, on a very point of joining in for a Serbian tournament this weekend, but I still have to check with the border to see if I will be quarantined or not when I will be returning. So I have to keep that in mind. Tomorrow I'll be doing a checkup with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because that's how it is here in Romania. The information is not that clear. You don't really know where you can go and what you can do. Then we're going to talk about what Lud did this weekend, because it was a very interesting adventure he attended. He went to a master class, was it, in weathering?
Yeah, I mean, it was maybe more of a workshop than a master class. It was.
I would like to be fancy and call it a master class.
Let's call it a prototype master class for this subject.
Exactly.
And at that venue.
Exactly. And then, of course, we're going to have a little bit of chat about lists and about what's going on in Flames of War, checking out their website, checking out other websites, and see whatever is all about. But without further ado, I would like to go to Etienne, who's slowly adjusting his camera, and we thank him for that, because it's a good quality camera, and it's always good to have people with good cameras on our show, and being able to provide good entertainment to people watching our live stream or watching our recordings, as you, Etienne, said. I would like to know, Etienne, are they that engaged? I mean, for me, watching a live conversation or watching a live show where I can address some questions, or where I can have my input, is very interesting, and this is why I chose to do these live streams. But I'm asking you. You said that you are watching this show recorded. Is it that entertainment, or what would you add more to be more of an entertainment for you?
For me, the last thing that I watched was with the American list. I wanted to see how you create the list, to compare the way I'm doing it. and so it can be really fast in a way when you go directly to the information you're giving. So
Exactly.
this was the point I was looking with the last video I watched. But yeah, I like the fact that you was talking about like subject of the normal subject of the players. I mean, you was talking about paint. Lud is making huge things on the Facebook and the internet, giving a lot of inputs of the painting and yeah. So this is great, and I know that we know us from the tournament, especially ETC in Belgium for the last time. So I like to have also international point of view. Also, in the fact to go better and better in the game, and to make it yeah more remarkable than all the strategy game that we exist at the moment.
Exactly. Always have some fun in the game, like Lud is
Yeah.
saying. Drink a beer with your opponent after you smash him.
Only after.
Only after, yes, exactly. All right. So Etienne, I will keep
Yeah.
the subject with you. Tell us about your tournament.
So basically, it's going to take place on the 8th of August in place of the ETC. At the moment, we're doing only on one day because it's the tradition in Switzerland to do it on one day. But basically, if we have more people from Europe, we will provide a 2 days tournament. This is the goal. The thing is, I try to find a place that we have a lot of spaces between tables, so we don't have the issues with a really well-known COVID-19. So yeah, basically, we will try to provide the security of the things and the place in an old castle that is near Lausanne. So it's not
Bournay au
like
Chaton.
genau. It's not a real castle as we can see. It's like an old style of castle. So you have a rampart and you have the old structure with the ferm. So the part of the side. And normally we will go upstairs. We have I don't know, 300 meters square, something like that. So
Right.
it's pretty huge. Yeah.
A pretty big venue. I'm already showing your announcement on tabletop tournaments, and
Exactly.
I see you have 8 people already registered.
Exactly.
I've seen
Nine.
nine. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 9.
Updated.
I just updated, and now they're 9.
So basically, we have the part of the Australia team, and Germany team, as much as the Swiss player that will come and attempt to the tournament. And I hope to go with some French members as well.
Yeah. I don't know what to do. Should I sign up right now, or I should check with my credentials to see if I can go outside Romania and then come back and have no problem with dealing with pandemics measures and all those kind of things. I'm really tempted, Etienne.
Yeah.
I would do it for 2 days, 2-day tournament, but I don't know how.
We have the place, and I will set it up before, so there was no big deal for that. And I know that it's quite in a rush because we decided this week to do it because we wanted something back in Switzerland. And I said, okay, go for the GT Swiss, and maybe with the community we can match something.
Exactly.
Also, I know that we will stop like at 30 people, maximum 30 or maximum 40. I have to check with the authority, but with the plan that I have, normally we will not have the problem with the distance.
Right.
So this is a thing.
I already see the good list of players from Switzerland and Germany joining in the rosters, and it's really nice and it's really tempting for me. I have a free, almost free summer, so basically I could join any tournament. I mean, even with the 2 weeks, restriction measurements of quarantine. It's tempting, It's tempting. It's very tempting, and I will have to see.
Hey, Theo.
Yes.
A weekend of good gaming, good wine,
good
few
beer.
beers, totally worth it. Totally worth it.
Yeah, 100%, and especially with the fact that I can get to Switzerland by car. So basically, That will be even a last minute. I can
Cool,
decide
yeah,
on
for
a
sure.
last minute. Yes, exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
I can go for a 2 days road trip to Switzerland. I hope we shall
Yeah.
see. Currently, I don't want to be like a jinxie, but here in Romania, like COVID is going back, it's coming back, and
Yeah.
it's becoming quite hard for people to even go to the beach here. So basically, we'll have to see how it goes. Let me see if somebody in the chat is interested. Not right now, but we will see if people have some questions regarding this tournament.
Exactly.
Etienne, you could also use this video to promote your tournament. So basically, tell me more. I see it's 15 francs or something like that.
Exactly.
And
This is part of the. So we normally we do free drinks. I bought some stuff. We had some cooler, and we is everything is free then,
yeah,
and just we will have the meal. At the moment, I don't know which provider I will use, but we have a local provider that is doing a Asian kitchen, so a Thai kitchen, excellent, and is also like 13 Swiss
Nice.
francs. So it's like 11 francs, 11 euro. So it's not that expensive. And for accommodation, I have we have a lot of spaces around, and yeah, for multiple prices, yeah, depending on what kind of stuff you want to go in.
it sounds very good. It sounds very tempting, and I'm pretty sure I have a lot of lists I would like to test. Tell me, Etienne, how is the Swiss community coping with COVID, and what did you guys do? Did you guys manage to play any games? Did you guys manage
Yeah,
to have some? I mean, I know Switzerland was not that hard struck by COVID, and you guys had some pretty light measures in what
yeah.
concern freedom of.
Yeah, basically on the 25th of March we stop everything in Susan, especially in the French part where I'm living. We had a hard time there. A lot of people went to hospital, so it was not so easy. So basically, we have 2 months in of housing, and yeah, I found another way to play the game with TTS tabletop simulator.
All
I
right.
introduced Lud for that,
Yeah, yeah.
and I
Yep.
create some stuff on the module. So I really enjoy it. It's really helpful to create a fast list and to play things fast and not on only one night. So we played basically this, and after when we came, yeah, we could play again normally. We're doing like one game a week, so it's not big things for you guys, but for Switzerland is quite big. And yeah, we try to improve again and try to test also the the new Battlefront books. So yeah, quite interesting things are coming with Battlefront.
So you guys are right now you're playing your games at your local shops or you're
Exactly.
all right.
Exactly. No, we don't have any local shops anymore. So I used to be the last provider of Flames of War stuff last year in the
Whoa.
French part.
Whoa.
Yeah, I bought a lot of stuff, and I could provide for a little amount of time the things, and yeah, I sold everything to Paco in Italy.
All
So
right.
it was easier for me to manage the yeah, I don't know how many pieces I had. So yeah, it was easy. But basically, we don't have any shops here in Switzerland. It's really is really not good. And Battlefront doesn't want to invest anything in the Swiss market.
Well, basically, I don't think it's about investment. It's about the fact that communities, for example, here in Romania, our community is strongly linked to a local shop, which is mainly 40K shop. So
Yeah.
this is why at the ATC you always see the Romanian 40K team and the Romanian Flames of War team, you know, staying with one another and mixing and having a chat and a beer, because we are day by day we're living with each other. So Basically, this is how it goes here in Romania. But in terms of Flames of War, we have a very limited player base. We are currently, I mean, we were just on the point of starting to, doing some, not advertise, but we're encouraging young people to join into the hobby. We have about 2 or 3 guys, young guys, who could join in for a match or two, but COVID came and everybody stayed at home, and then panic happened. And now, when you see people going back to the store, of course they would like to play their favorite system first and then try new systems, and this is how it goes. But I am sure that at a point we will be able to start regenerate and start getting new people into the hobby, because I think with version 4, Flames of War is more into new people, into attracting new players, and you also have like plastic toys now. So basically, you don't mess around with lead and other type of models that are harder to assemble, or they're not that nice, or some people just like plastic. I don't know.
Yeah,
I like plastic. I prefer plastic.
I have only metal. Even in Warhammer, I stopped when they had only plastic. So yeah, but yeah, the 40K or the Age of Sigma or 9H are a really good game to introduce a strategy game. They have a huge marketing with the new players, and they attract new players from other area. To go to Flames of War, the V3, if I take this example, it was really tough to get new player because of the Nazi stuff with all the history things. And I can imagine a father that sees his son coming with a Nazi flag on one of his minis. I would be like, why are you doing that? And when you say it's historical, and I try to be the more accurate as possible, then you can go you can understand the player. Now with the V4, they try to put the less amount of special name on the game, and I really think it's a really good thing to attract new people. And I like the new system. It goes faster. There is more balance things. But yeah, the only thing that I personally don't really like is we should have done on 1,000 points and not 100, because we don't have granularity.
The margin is too small. The margin is too small. Exactly. Yeah,
so
I agree with you.
Now we are coming to a fact that we will have the SS book coming out.
Yes.
And it's going to be the same amount of points as the normal German, plus minus, plus 1 point.
You'll probably be able to squeeze in a recon thing, platoon or something like that.
Exactly.
I agree with you.
So but I'm like, and this is for the late war that I think is much better to play at the moment, because the infantry is now you can play infantry at least 1 platoon or 2, but in the mid war for me, playing infantry is like except the American one, the armored one, armor rifle. Except if you take this out of the game, you can't play infantry. And for me, I think it's really, really bad. And we can see also in late war, if you can play without infantry or only with 1 platoon, I think you have a little advantage.
Basically, first of all, you have less to paint, and it's a little bit easier to paint your armies. And I agree that compared to the version 3, where we had static armies, we had the gameplay encouraged static armies and encouraged infantry armies. I see my captain who's watching the stream, and I thank him for that, because he's not doing that too often. He's also checking for a airplane to Switzerland, so you might have
welcome. He's welcome.
Yeah. You might have 2 Romanians coming for sure to your tournament.
This would be so nice.
Yes, because I'm telling you, we're just hunting for opportunities to go outside. This is how it goes. I mean, for me, I've spent so much money on Flames of War these past 3 months that you cannot imagine. imagine. I mean, and it's all because I couldn't do anything else with the money I had. I was like, what am I supposed to do? I cannot go to a movie. I cannot go to the beach. I cannot go to the restaurant. I cannot go anywhere. I mean, how much can I drink? You know, I have to at a point have to invest in toys. Yeah, I agree with you, and I'm a bit saddened that you're telling me that you're not having a shop anymore in Switzerland, but I totally can understand, and this is why I think I mean, at least at the European level, we should encourage the development of this kind of tournaments, this kind of GTs, where each country has its GT, and possibly we could have 12 GTs,
12 GTs
a year. Yeah, that would be great. I mean, each month to choose to go to one tournament, because it's simple to travel in Europe. It's not so expensive. I mean, for me, you just have to pack one pack of socks. And,
one pack.
Yeah, and that's it. And go to the tournament, and maybe 2 T-shirts just to be kind to your opponent the second day. You know, but otherwise, I see it very easy, and I think we can do that as a community, and we can grow from there. But the small shops are important because people start from there, and this maybe Battlefront will help us at a point where they will be like, they will have all their books ready and everything ready, because I see they are in a mess right now with this COVID and everything, and being late on releases, and I think that at a point the first important step they did was creating the hub in the UK. So being able to buy your minis and have them delivered in 1 week time. This is how it goes in Romania. I don't know if it's faster for you.
We had the same, and it was amazing. It was faster than to go to the shop and ask them to have the minis and the miniature and stuff, because it was coming directly to your place. You don't pay fees, and it was really good. Honestly, it was really good.
It still is. I'm telling you, they still have free shipping. So I'm sorry for the boys at the local shop, but I'm buying my stuff online because it's faster, and it goes faster. And this is the first thing they did, very good for Europe. They created this hub in the UK. We have Brexit and these kind of things, but I don't think this will impact that much the economical exchanges, as I hope that I didn't work in vain for this European dream.
Yeah, and as far as I know, Battlefront apparently has a relatively big storage in Germany. So there shouldn't be any import tax issues.
No, okay. Yeah, for you guys. Not for me.
Yeah, you still have it.
Europe. Yeah, we are out of the Europe.
Yeah. But I guess you guys are within the ETA community anyway. You don't have to. There's like free trade and so on.
No, we're paying taxes. When it goes up to 50 euro, we pay the 8% taxes. Plus 8 for. Yeah,
who's the European bank, huh? Where's all the money? Yeah, right. So, guys, basically, I see Dan is provoking me, saying that he has 12 chromals delivered to him today. So, I think he will go for a chromal list. Although I know that he has a special project where he wants to build this Sherman, Churchill, and Cromwell formations, and it's
I try this. Normally, this is.
What do you have there?
Ready.
Cromwell's ready. Right.
Okay, Cromwell's.
Armor rifle and M10 and American.
And Americans.
This is what I have here. If someone comes to play and I don't have anything else to play,
just to keep close to you. Yeah, that's very good.
Exactly.
That's very good. Right. So guys, I know Lud. What do you say, Lud? Should we talk now about what list you're going to take to Etienne's tournament?
Well, Etienne, I haven't noticed what the deadline is for the tournament's list submission.
I will put a
Or
week
any,
before.
or any kind of
Maybe
uh,
maybe we should
rules or
yeah, maybe we should Theo keep it. I know I've talked about the list with you, but maybe we should keep it secret
Exactly.
from the public until the lists become public.
all
Yeah.
right.
Then we can
Yeah, this is good.
when the deadline is set and we've gone over it, then we'll keep you guys in the suspense. And that will maybe we'll come back to Etienne and Theo, and we will discuss the lists for fun.
So
Yeah,
See,
Lud, I see
what
you're
we
having
come
cold
up
feet.
with.
I see you're having cold feet about letting people know what you're going to bring to the show.
Because
There's
yeah, go.
there's gonna be tanks. There's
Yeah.
gonna be tanks.
And I know his list and he knows mine actually. Well, what I'm now playing, and I have fun with it. He knows this list, so
So
Okay.
so
Yeah.
you're bringing
Okay, yeah.
you're bringing armor rifle platoons with
this is-
with chromo
this is-
support.
nope,
Nope.
nope.
Nope. But actually, from
It's a
from our game
surprising
in
list.
Belgium, yeah.
It's the Churchill list.
After
No.
Etienne, after our game in Belgium last year, yeah.
Yeah.
I learned the lesson of two fronts. So brace
Yeah.
yourself.
Yeah, but yeah. We can talk about the Belgium GT. I played the English, the
Churchill
UK,
list.
Yep.
Churchill. Yeah, they were just like and they still are so good for me. I think the ratio for the
Fortress
points are
Europe,
so excellent.
Fortress Europe
Yeah.
or D-Day?
Fortress Europe,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
playing a fake. I played a fake Churchill company. So I had only one platoon of Churchill. The command Churchill. I have 2x3 platoon of Sherman with a Firefly. I have a M10, 17 pounders. I had armored rifle trained.
Yeah.
This was big things, and they did really good. And I don't remember.
I think you had paratroopers.
No, it was the
I
painting.
don't think you had armored rifles. Oh,
I had the armored, but it was painting as a paratrooper because they are really nicely painted.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And I had the six artillery pieces. That was really no 4. Sorry, with English it was 4. And what else they had? Yeah, three stewards.
Yeah.
The Recon.
Yeah, the Recon in the company. So yeah, basically I had a real big struggle against Fred. It was a really close game. I could just manage to kill the Tiger. They were on the objective, and I just won the game in the real last turn. And I played you.
Yep.
The next game.
You didn't play me.
No. I see that you beat the other French guy. I was really happy to have him crying because
Yeah.
I think if I had played him,
Yes.
I would have been I would have lost basically. But you had a really good list, and against him I was like, this is so nice because you can understand that.
I
his
murdered
list is
him.
not
I
about-
murdered him.
Yeah.
I did it 8-1 to him. He was like, oh!
Yeah, and I mean, Etienne, you won the tournament
yeah.
in Belgium, so well played.
Thank you.
That-
Lassie
That's
was
only
a big
because he
year for
didn't
me.
play against me, but we still
Yeah.
have to get a rematch.
Lassie was a good year for me. I won 2 tournaments in Italy, and there are
Nice.
one in Switzerland, one in Belgium, and I finished 4th behind you at the ETC single tournament.
yeah.
Oh yeah, you played the ESC as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I finished 4.
I haven't tried the so-called ESC ETC marathon yet.
Yeah.
Usually
You should.
ESC,
You should.
ESC day for me is when I come and walk around the tables and drink beer.
Yeah, this is actually basically is what I done. I play against a Romanian. First game, he had the list to smash me. Like I was like done, and I tried to keep him 1 or 2 points. So I grabbed 2 points, I think. And after I play against, I don't remember his name. He's from Wales. He's an excellent guy, really well known in ETC, and I smashed him basically. And then my third opponent, sadly for him, he rage quit the tournament.
All right.
So yeah. So I finished drinking beer with another guy that has his opponent who has rage quit the tournament. So I couldn't see my hand after the third game.
The guy actually rage quit the tournament.
Exactly.
Yeah, because
I
probably
don't
he
think
lost
they
too
played
much.
at the ETC then.
Yeah.
But
But
did they play at the ETC?
yeah, he did.
Yeah,
Okay.
because people usually do that. I mean, they have 2 games at the ATC and ASC,
ESC.
and
Yeah.
then they
Oh,
just
yeah.
go and relax. For me, the ESC.
Oh, okay, so it's just like warm up rounds.
Yeah.
Exactly. For me, the
Oh,
ESC
okay,
is
okay.
quite challenging because I get to play like top players who are very competitive, like Varivoda, like some of the guys from my team, because, hey, we're 2 times champions at the ETC at the moment. And I like playing against competitive players because you have two kind of players at the AEC. You have those players that want to test the lists that they are bringing to the tournament, and then you have the players that will bring customized lists, especially for the EAC, because teams lists are not always good for singles.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
this is what I did with my list. I didn't brought my team list. I brought a single list. I had airplanes and this kind of other things that usually you don't put into dedicated lists. And then it helped me a lot. I mean, the only thing that like kept me on place was having a really hard time with Dr. Helge from Denmark, I think. He gave me a bit of a headache, but he's a nice guy, and in the end we finished it with a friendship, shaking hands. And then I was very pleased. I managed to how do you rage quit the ESC? You just do, Dan. You just do. and then in the teams, my team list performed really good as the team list it was supposed to be. All right, so now that you're not showing us your list, I don't know what to talk about. Should I show you guys my list, or should I tell you that, for example, I have some lists from the Serbian tournament I am supposed to go next week, so this weekend. I'm not sure I'll be able. It's the least competitive tournament, but still.
But basically, we can talk about the new meta. I mean.
I want to hear your opinion. I know me and Christian always have a debate about what's good and what's not good in a list and what you should have. And I like to hear your opinion on this kind of side, because Lud usually is like, I will take a fluffy list just for the fun and the paints. So Etienne, tell me.
The AT14 or the meta now, they are taking over the tables.
Which ones?
And when you have AT14s, I mean, it can be Pack 88, it can be a Firefly, it can be M10 from the British book. For me, it's a big struggle if you're playing a Churchill list, because it's the only way that you can, you have problems with it. The new book, the new British book, I'm trying to read it every day, but I have this on the side. But I think it's a good book. I just hate the way they made the Desert Rats. For me, it's not like we used to play it before. So basically, you used to have a 3-4 platoons, and you could play it with a good synergy of speed, and you have a lot of 80-10. It was interesting, and with the Firefly, it could help a bit. Now I think it's really expensive for what they give compared to the Fortress Europe, without any army card, without any, I would say, little advantage that you can take from the cards. So for me, the book is good things when you want to have a hobby. At the moment, I haven't found a good list. I tried a paratrooper. I tried
In the
to
British
have
book, you didn't manage to find a good list.
no.
At the
And I
end.
try.
At
I
the end.
try.
You're
Really
not
hard.
trying that hard, my friend. I mean, have you checked the carriers list?
The carrier list.
Yes.
What do you mean?
The recon list. With
Yeah, the little one.
British
Yeah,
equivalent to the 222 spam of mid-war.
exactly.
yeah.
Have you seen
Yeah,
those? With
yeah,
50 cals and with Piats and with whatever
you
else.
you put the Piat on the carrier.
Yes.
This okay. This I would never go with the 6 points for the three little things like that. I would
It's-
not go.
It's 2 points for 3 motherfuckers. And then you add 1 point to get the 50 cal.
Yeah,
That's courtesy to my friend Christian. And
Yeah.
then add 1 point to get another motherfucker with a Piat. So you have 4
you
points.
do okay. So
You have 4 points worth of
yeah,
like you have 3 armored vehicles with 80-10 with 50 cals, and then what do you have for 5 points in the American list? You
Yeah,
have
nothing.
you just have 2 armored cars and then 2 jeeps, which are gone
Yeah.
instantly.
yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, we've been talking here on the channel, and I know Christian did really good at the tournament he went last weekend with his schedule list. The only part is I will let him tell you about it because we'll have another stream probably this week or the next week, or maybe he will be able to join us later. But what happened is the only problem with the carrier list is you're not
Tomorrow.
going to score enough big. I mean, you're going to lose small points, and this will probably in a 2 or 3 games tournament. It will probably cost you. You know, it will cost you the tournament actually. But otherwise,
Yeah.
if you go on a five games tournament, I think it is very easy to win it. Just keeping
Yeah.
in mind that not everybody will have 4 victories or 5 victories. You know.
Yeah, it is what you did with GT Belgium. You played the really fast cavalry recon, something like that.
I played the stewards, yes, the
The
trained
stewards,
stewards, yes, exactly. But it's, I mean, the stewards are totally off the meta at the moment.
Yeah.
So
I like to have one unit. I really love one unit of stewards. It's so fast.
American
and they,
stewards or British stewards?
Both I like both of them. The
Right.
thing is, I think is that they are really important in the mid game. Because when you start to go out of your holes, foxholes, with the infantry, when you still have your stewards in the place, it's like, okay, you don't go out of your holes.
Yep. True.
And I did use them like that. And what I really like with the British one is like their recon, and so you have a really huge amount of place on the table with this single unit. And they're really fast.
I prefer the British stewards to the US ones, especially for what you mentioned, and especially for the fact that you can get 3 veteran ones for 6 points, I think.
Yeah.
And compared to that, the Americans are a little bit more expensive. Of course, they have
the
the
50 core.
stabilizers and these kind of things, but still. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I totally agree with what you're saying that the meta is with 80-14. I don't think that the meta is there. I mean, the meta is somewhere there, but for an ATC list, I think 80-17 will be the sweet point for having 8 anti-tank dedicated anti-tank lists, because
Yeah.
8014 is currently, I mean, I wouldn't invest into that. I mean, apart from the fact that you can have a nice beach grenadiers with pack front
4
and
points.
and pack fronts and 88 pack fronts and these kind of things. I will always go for the pack 43, the big 8017 guns.
Okay.
And maybe upgrade them, being able to shoot some artillery. I mean, I have a list here that I showed on the live last week. Let me just see. Yeah, it's still here. So basically, it's that good. I will just pop it on the screen right now. I mean, it's that good from my perspective. And what I did with it is basically what you said, that infantry is not meta anymore. So people will play just one platoon of infantry. And here I just went for the half-track scout company from the German D-Day book, and I have a reconnaissance platoon just for my infantry with their half trucks, and then a lot of small vehicles that you can not kill that easy. And then I have 2 platoons of tank hunter, so pack 43s, 8.8 centimeters, and one of them is upgraded with the tank hunter with artillery. Yes,
but you don't put them in pack front.
No, I don't put them in pack front because I have 2 options. One is put them in pack front and have only 1 or 4, and then with the other, with the remaining points, you cannot do that much with 6 points. I mean, you could go for another Panzer IV, but I think that what will happen is basically you keep one in ambush, you keep one on the table, and they will pretty much get your opponent's attention, and then you can do whatever the rest you want with those coming from ambush. And I'm telling you, they are quite hard to remove, because you're going to play against, I mean, this list, you're going to pair it against IS-2 lists, against Churchill lists, and against other things that don't have artillery. You're not going to pair it with Americans. You're not.
My proposal is only on the individual tournament. With the ATC, this is totally clear that we not. I don't have this mindset, because you have to, when you go for anti-tank, a Churchill anti-tank list, you go with some kind of stuff like that. I try to have something like that with 2 times 18, or 1 time is 88 and 1 pack 43, both in pack front. Because the reroll that the opponent has to do is so massive. It's so excellent. I mean, it's because good. You can do a 3+ and you miss the second roll, and your pack is still there.
Exactly. And, yeah, that's good. But still, I'm going back to carriers. I'm going back to Kelly. Carriers are the list that I think the D-Day book brings to the tournament tabletops, and it will bring bing bang. It's not a pretty list, okay? It's not something that your opponent will enjoy that much. It will be suffocating for your opponent. It will be suffocating for you, because you will have to protect so many light assets, and sometimes you have the feeling that he's going to crush you. But then you have Avres, you have Churchills, you have 76 Shermans, you have airplanes, you have M10 Achilles, and that's only in support. So basically, you don't care about those. You're not losing the game if you lose them.
This is the way I'm playing German in mid-war. I play the Tiger, I play the Recon Company, and I play a lot of little things that are really, really impressive on the table. And you can't go to kill them, because they are going to ground. They are concealed when they don't move, and when they conceal, they go to ground, and they are veterans. So you basically you have to spend a big anti-tank things on the 6, and against twice or 3 times your number of tank. So it's like you can't go for it.
Exactly. It makes your opponent waste shots and waste opportunity and throw dices at meaningful things. I mean, you're paying 4 points for those 3 motherfuckers that can ruin your game. I mean, I had these carriers against Stummels, which are like a top platoon for a German player in current late war. And they destroyed 3 of them. The Stumos only managed to destroy 2. Okay, the dices were there. I agree. I mean, that's a thing. But then they only had 6 shots. I was popping. I had 4 platoons, popping 6 shots each. So 24 shots against them. So it's a shots thing in the end, because he hits me on 5s. I hit him on 5s. But in 24 shots, I'm having 5 shots going in, 2 probably going through his armor, and I have 1 to be able to kill him, and it's quite there, Yeah, Lud. So, what do you say, my friend? Do you agree with Etienne that's saying that no, D-Day book is not good? English, US book is good.
No. US, I don't think it's better things too.
Then
the US book used to be good. Let's say that it used to be good, but then a term familiar from video games called power creep happened, and then we said bye to the US book. If you really, especially from a competitive and like individual aspect. But I do have to disagree with Etienne on the fact that you wouldn't have any good lists in the British book. There's some really interesting stuff you can do, and for example, the Avrays, they're going to be an interesting thing on the table. It'll be interesting to see, especially with the like experienced players, if they will realize the threat. To be honest, with inexperienced players, it's of course different because it's actually quite hard to get inside their mindset in the game because they can pretty much do anything. It's not really that you can anticipate what they're going to do, but having this huge blob of steel rolling slowly towards your infantry, and then if you don't react to it, they're going to wipe out your tank, gun positions or infantry.
Yeah.
But if you concentrate too much on the Avrays, then
everything else
room for the others around it to do their stuff. So it's also like this interesting way of playing artillery in a way. It's literally close support artillery instead of having the traditional artillery that sits back behind the forest or in the forest at the far edge of the table, and you basically never come out with it. But it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, the only downside would be that there are only 2 tanks, and you need to keep your company command with the other Avre, because otherwise he's dead, and that's not good.
Yeah.
So that's how it goes. I mean, for example, for me, I keep 1 Avre with the company command behind the bush, behind the house, just to have 1. And then I send the other because he does the job as good as the other one. I just send the other one and go try to see if I can bombard anything. And he will probably shoot all his pack fronts at the poor Avre, usually on a 5, at best 6s, if he doesn't want to die in the first turn. And then, it's like if he doesn't have his dices with him, it's game over. I mean, maybe first time I'm raging in, okay, he might get away being a 4+ to be hit. This especially, I'm telling you, German players paying. I mean, those guys that diminish the amount of points on their 88s with taking those assault flags or something like that, making them cheaper but hit on the 3+. That's such a big mistake from my point of view, because
Yeah, it's not worth 4 points for that.
Exactly. I mean, what can you do with 4 points? Okay, you can buy two Fausts. I agree, but if you're spending 4 points and buying two Pumas, and not having your pack front being cautious and being aggressive, it's a big mistake, because that pack front will attract all the guns on the table, and being able to shoot you at long range on a 5+, and you shoot me back on a 6+.
Yeah, no, this is true. We're saying here the best save of the game at the moment is to be cautious.
Exactly.
To be hit on 4+, this is the best save you can have.
Exactly,
So,
and then here at the end, you have everything on a British book hit on 4+.
Yeah, I know. I try. The thing is, for me, it's like I really like the Fortress Europe with the English.
Right.
I really do like it. I do like the gaming with that to play with them. You have to play with them. So, and I'm kind of frustrated with the new book because the Churchill are really expensive. Maybe they are the right price now.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, but competitive way, I'm like, why? Now they're changing it. And with the example, with 2 points for the Dingo and the MGs and stuff like that, they go exactly the same way as the mid-war with the cheap one. With German you can have, and we had another company, Italian could have it. Yeah, they're really cheap. They are really efficient in the end, because they are cautious. They can move really fast. They can take objective if you forgot to protect them. So it is quite. I like this kind of play, but with British, I want to do some combination, and I can't. And I'm like, okay, if I can't do this, I can't. It's not working, and I'm like, okay, I don't do it.
You know, I actually had a rage moment when I saw the British book, and I saw that there are no Firefly platoon to be able to take as an ally platoon for my Americans, or Achilles. I was so enraged. I was like, why? And then I thought about it, and I said, okay, maybe it's time to invest in a new army. because having the experience with Belgian GT, where I got struck by the sheer force of Churchills, I was like, I don't need anything else, just AT-14, and I'm good with that, But now with the Americans, you just have one gun with AT-14, and that's very, very painful for us. Right, Lud.
Yep.
My friend, it's time for you to show and shine.
Yeah.
Tell us about what you did this weekend.
Yeah, so I had a really great opportunity to have a workshop / master class from the master himself, Ruben Torregrosa. This great painter and hobbyist, also super nice guy. Hi, Ruben, if you're watching this at some point. He asked. He's living in Helsinki nowadays, and asked if the local club could have any interest in him doing a workshop, since he'd been doing them in Spain back in the days. And as soon as the opportunity came out, we started scheduling it, and had the first set this weekend on Sunday, last weekend on Sunday, and now we're talking about doing more with maybe some other theme or so. But this weekend stuff was weathering, and I already posted the half tracks I weathered with the Ruben's guidance on Facebook and Instagram, and yeah, gotta say they became quite cool, and the products themselves weren't new to me, but seeing a guy who really knows what he does and being able to like get face-to-face advice from him is just it's priceless.
Mm.
And yeah, he hopefully will have a Game of Flames soon.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, he doesn't have a playable army in Finland right now with him. So we'll take a look if we can source him an army from club members to borrow, or maybe get him to buy his own new stuff.
Basically,
But
you could probably ask him, all right, we can provide you with the models. You paint them, and, and then and
Then
then
we
you
forget
could
them.
and then you can use them for play, but they are still our models.
no. Well, it'll be his own models, and I mean he's such a great guy. To be honest, we had a long lunch at a great Nepalese restaurant close by, and I mean we could have chatted for hours after the master class. It was such a nice guy, and to see his work, the Jagdtiger he posted was mostly done during our session,
Mhm.
and it was just stunning to watch the guy like he knew exactly what tones of stuff to use. If it was just the guy has this super color wheel in his mind
He's an
that
artist.
he can rotate freely. Yes, absolute artist.
Can you show us some pictures from the show?
I don't have an. There might be some on the Flames War painting group on Facebook.
All right.
I only took one picture of us kind of working. Otherwise, it was us enjoying the hobby and not being on our phones. So
You've sent me some pictures and about
yes, I
with
think I
some
sent
half
you
tracks.
some pictures of the half tracks.
Exactly.
At that point, they were not done. At that point, they weren't done. So you don't have the latest pictures on the half tracks though.
So I
But
shouldn't I shouldn't post them or reveal them.
it's I mean I don't see the point in seeing halfway done models.
Oh
But
my god! Oh
sure,
my
if
god!
you want to show them, on the picture on what we're like the general picture I took.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's Ruben, and you see maybe a few knees from the other guys.
Right.
There was 4 of us in total this time.
Mhm.
A few guys had to cancel in the last minute, unfortunately. But yeah, we're definitely getting a new session, and to be honest, even if it would be the same subject, I might have to squeeze myself in.
How long is it? How long is it?
We were there basically for the whole day. We got to the club around 10 in the morning, and I think we left at 7 in the evening, something like that.
All right. So that's pretty intense
We
painting.
were there for a while.
All right.
It active. I wouldn't say intense. We talked a lot about the hobby and stuff in general. One of the guys participating was Ruben's Spanish friend, who also he's doing a PhD at the Helsinki University on like Dark Age / Renaissance shipbuilding, and we just talked about the hobby, how they find it to live in Finland. Okay, I know Ruben's been living here for a while. He studied in another city called Joensuu, which apparently has a pretty busy Flames of War scene
Really?
that I've never heard of. So Finns watching, guys, you need. I mean, we're a small country. You need to tell us about these small communities hidden in the forests. Let's have this big hidden forest battle. I know Finns. For us, it's gonna be an easier time when social distancing. We can go back to the 5 meters instead of 2 meters.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, hidden communities in a small country, that's not good.
Exactly.
We need to
it's very hard.
play more. Yeah,
It's
but
very hard.
yeah, I mean, it was nice. We had a few beers during the class, and it was super relaxed, but still got stuff done. Of
Mhm.
course, when you paint with enamels and oils, there's some drying time involved as well.
Mhm.
So we took it easy. We enjoyed our time.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Maybe we'll. I've actually talked with Ruben, and we might get Senor Torregrosa as a guest at the stream at some point.
That will be
Which would
pretty
be
cool,
awesome.
and that will be pretty interesting.
Yep.
And hopefully that time you'll have your half trucks done, and you'll be able.
Oh,
to...
they are down. They are done by now.
Oh, really?
I just haven't sent you
Really?
the pictures.
No, you
Etienne has
cheesy
seen them.
guy. I mean,
Yeah.
why you're keeping
Etienne has
secrets
seen
from
them.
me? All right.
Actually,
Yeah.
Theodore,
Yes.
actually the world has seen them. You
Right.
need to
Upgrade myself.
connect with us.
Yeah. Where is it? Facebook
Yep. And Instagram.
and Instagram. There we go. So two things that I don't use: Facebook and Instagram. But I do have Facebook, and
It's-
you'll be shocked by it.
It's-
So where can I
And
find it?
I mean it. The Flames War painting group.
Yeah. Really
Do I
good
have
group.
to be a member?
Yep.
No, I don't think so. Yes, I guess you have to, but I should be able to accept your application. To the
I
group.
just so Flames of War painting group. What do you paint
Yep.
minis? Yes. Do you? What is your main reason for wanting to join your group?
To see the sea lid
To
painting.
see the secrets of model painting. Now I'm writing it wrong. And do you understand?
And it's to be honest, it's quite an amazing community on that site. You've got
What's up
you've
with
got
those
guys
questions?
from all over the world. The level of skill is amazing.
Yeah.
It's like each time you lose time from your life into Facebook, you've got some great models in the stream.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's worth it.
Losing my life on Facebook stopped about 3 years ago. So you know, I also quit computer games at a point. So basically, people, I think they achieve a standard in their life when they stop using Facebook. You can still
yeah.
see me
It's
on that
great for a hobby.
Facebook group with my company ID. So basically, if you have somebody called Poku, you can just say
Okay, let's
you can
see.
get that guy in if you can.
Yeah.
Mate, I'm sorry I have to leave you. I have
Right.
other things to do.
Don't worry, Etienne.
Thank you so much for making me join your conversation.
course.
Hope to have another one, other discussion.
Yeah,
Yep, definitely. We
This is preparation.
you're one of the leading forces of the Swiss community, so we definitely have to have you on
we are
on the stream
headhunting.
in
We are headhunting
in
community
the future.
leaders. Exactly. We're
Yeah,
headhunting
exactly.
community leaders to have them join us and build this community. I mean, this is what I'm trying because I'm missing you guys everywhere. And yeah, it's hard. It's a hard year
Yeah.
for everybody. So at least this is what I'm trying to do: having a Skype conversation live on YouTube.
Yeah, so great.
But hey,
That's-
to be honest, it's getting quite late in Helsinki as well. So T, if you don't mind, maybe we end the stream of tonight here.
Exactly.
I think we've talked
this is-
about pretty much everything.
We talk
wanted
about
to.
everything exactly. We
And,
still have some. We
we've-
still have
we've
some lists to
already-
show to the people because somebody chickened out and he said that he wants to keep his list as a secret. But hey, I hope Christian is enjoying his evening and he'll be able to join us this week for another live show. So basically, we will do the hard work there, discussing about what lists you should bring to your tabletop tournaments that people are organizing around Europe, starting with this on the 8th of August in Switzerland. Etienne, thank you very much. Lud,
Thank you for welcoming.
you're a great guy, and thank you for joining me every night and keeping my dream going with this chatting with friends, because it will not be chatting if I wouldn't have you, you know.
Don't worry. Well, I think if this keeps on going, there's going to be a bunch of guys queuing to have a chat with us. So
That'll be pretty interesting, and that'll be very nice, and I will really like to see.
we've already got some guys that we should schedule with from Austria.
Exactly.
Maybe we'll be able to talk with some of the other guys that aren't seen that often. There's some great hobbyists in Scotland, guys that really play well
Yeah.
in the tournaments usually.
You know, you
and
know who
yeah,
I miss?
I mean,
I miss Santa. You know.
oh, Santa, yeah.
Yeah, he said he.
That's
I
a
mean,
great guy.
I
But
posted.
I don't think Santa agrees to come on the stream.
No.
I don't know. You should ask
Santa
him.
usually likes to sit down, open a beer, and relax.
And
Just
relax.
look at what's going around.
Exactly.
yeah.
All right, guys. So,
So good.
thank you to everybody watching us. Thank you for staying with us. It's been a short and concise stream. We had a lot of information to give to you guys. Be sure to subscribe if you want to be able to know when we're starting our stream. We are trying to keep our schedule to having this stream on Wednesday. It's, I think, 8 o'clock Central European time, isn't it, Etienne? Because
Yeah, it was 8
o'clock, yes,
Yeah.
because me and Lud, we are Eastern European time, so this is a bit of a mix, but we're getting that worked on. And thank you, everybody, for joining us. Thank you, Lud. Thank you, Etienne. And I'm sure, thank you, everybody in the chat. Also, I'm sure we'll be able to start our tournaments, and maybe, you know, YouTube will miss us because we will be able to talk in person, and that will be very, very interesting. But until then,
And
we will
Etienne,
get this going.
Yeah.
Etienne, we need to finish up our TTS
Exactly.
game as well.
Exactly. Yeah, I have more time
So
now.
maybe we should practice our tournament game on TTS.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe
Take care.
maybe next one we do on TTS. Could be
Alright.
interesting.
Yeah.
All
True.
right. So, thank you, guys, and join us
Take
next
care,
week.
guys.
Ciao, ciao. Ciao, ciao.
Take care, people.